Proverbs chapter 12 verse 24 says, "The hand of the diligent will rule, but the lazy man will be put to forced labor." In this video, I want to talk about why being lazy is a sin. And I'll refer back to that quote once more. The hand of the diligent will rule, but the lazy man will be put to forced labor. It's like the concept of how you either create your routine in life, or you will be assigned one. Be consciously aware and intentional of your habits, or it will be chosen for you. Take control of your life, or let life control you. Looking at the line, "the lazy man will be put to forced labor," it's a way of saying that everything you'll face by being lazy will be forced upon you. Not because you choose to, but because you have to. And that's the consequences of your actions.
Well, first of all, you have to become aware. You have to become aware of what you are doing. You have to become aware that you are reacting to situations. And you can react so fast, you know. They say she really knows how to press your buttons or something like that. For people to respond, they must think. And they've got to quit worrying about what other people think.
We all have talents, abilities that make us unique in God's image. God wants us to discover these so that we can provide service to others through His will. This is called finding our purpose through God. In Matthew chapter 25, verse 14 to 30, Jesus explains a parable talking about how a man traveling to a far country calls his servants to deliver goods to the country, and how he gives his different servants a different set of talents, one with 5, the other with 2, and the last one with just 1. Now, long story short, everyone but the person with the 1 talent used their talents to the best of their ability. And the man who was offering the talents said to the person with 1 talent, "You wicked and lazy servant. You knew that I reap where you have not sown, and gather where I have not scattered seed. Cast out the unprofitable servant into the outer darkness." Despite who you are, where you're from, God has given you a gift. It doesn't matter how much He has given you compared to others. What matters is how you live your life, taking advantage of the cards that God has dealt you. Now you see, this parable from Matthew really stood out to me a lot. Me personally, because I've always had my own passions that I wanted to pursue. But I always fell into that problem of jumping in and out of complacency, falling back into my old habits and then back to my good habits and then just back and forth. I've realized that not only does this waste time and ruin my momentum, but this indecisiveness causes me to be out of alignment with not just myself, but with my relationship with God as well. Now, being lazy may not be in the 10 Commandments. So you might be thinking, well, okay, how is this a sin? It's very simple. Whatever separates you from God, you can look at as sinful. Life is more simple than it seems. I want you to ask yourself, if you continued what you are doing right now, in the future, would you be looking back and be proud of the outcomes you're creating for yourself right now? Take just a couple minutes to reflect on yourself. Maybe even rewind this video to hear the question again. Everything that you do, that you're aware of, is a choice. Now that you're aware of this, what's the next step? Choice is yours.